YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Josh back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning, it's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Hey, dog, I was on my run this morning doing cardio, and I had a thought. And as somebody who has always been shy, somebody who has always thought bad or negatively about myself, I've got to understand, or I've come to the understanding that if I continue to not test my abilities, if I continue to not put myself in uncomfortable situations, if I continue to choose comfort and staying to myself, alone by myself, I will never gain the confidence that I need, that I want to possess to be able to go out there and achieve anything I set my mind to. When it comes to achieving something or going out there and putting your best foot forward, there's got to be a confidence that can be alongside with you, a confidence that you know you can do what you can do. You know that you can succeed. You aren't afraid of failure. That's what confidence is. And I've realized recently I've become less confident over probably about the last couple of months. I've been more confident in my life about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, but now I'm in a low route. I don't really feel too sure about myself. And it's all because I am not testing my abilities, not putting my best foot forward, not putting myself in situations where I'm uncomfortable, where I may be tested. You get confidence by going up against opposition, going up against resistance, and you understand that there is a possibility of failing, but that possibility cannot outweigh what you have in your mind of what the potential outcome can be. You know what I mean? Just to put it in layman's terms, man, like, oh, you want to go out there and approach a girl. If you don't have no confidence, you're not going to approach her. But if you do have the confidence, you understand that, yes, she may reject you. You understand that, yeah, you may put yourself out there and then somebody might not want that or anything like that. And that can be a feeling like a sense of embarrassment. But you gain confidence through that. You understand that, man, I have put my best foot forward and I failed at something and I'm still here. Nothing bad happened. I still have the ability to go up and try again. I still have the ability to keep going. It doesn't end. And once you realize that this is the worst that could possibly happen, and you realize that the worst possibilities is not, it can't outweigh what I'm willing to do, outweigh the potential outcome. Because on the other hand, say you do go out there and approach her and, you know what I mean, you know, you get the outcome that you actually were looking for, and then it can lead to maybe months and years of success and experiences and good times. And, you know, you let that possibility outweigh the possibility of being rejected or failing or anything. When it comes to failure, you understand that it's always going to be a possibility, but it can never defeat you or hang over your head. And when you guys steer away from failure and you steer away from the rejection and you try to protect yourselves from doing that, all you're doing is keeping yourself comfortable, keeping yourself in the same situation that you've always been in. Your life doesn't get an opportunity to get better. If you want to grow, if you want to change, whatever you're going to face, it has to challenge you. I understand that you guys may be scared to do something, scared of what somebody might think, or scared of what somebody's opinion might be of you. But if you let that hang over your head, you're going to miss out the potential. You're going to miss out on the highest outcome that you possibly can get. You can't focus on the negative. I want you to understand that the negative can happen. Some cases it will happen, but you have to experience it and go through it and understand that, man, I did that. I didn't get the outcome I needed. I fell on my butt. I fell on my face, but I'm still here. My life didn't get worse. My life is still the same. And all I did was open up a possibility for my life to get better. I had everything to gain, but nothing to lose. Okay, cool. I got told no, it's okay. There's nothing is going to come to that'll take anything away from you. Some people, you may be scared about what some people think. Man, forget what people think, bro. If you always are thinking about what people think and wonder like, oh, if I do this, they're going to think of me this way, or they're not going to like me, bro, you guys are going to limit yourself. I was thinking in the shower too. I was like, what if Michael Phelps, for example, loves swimming, the best swimmer we probably ever will see, you know what I'm saying? Say he was growing up with some friends and he cared about fitting in, and he cared about fitting in with this popular group and everything, and say none of them swim. Let's say they hated swimming, they hated water, and anybody that swam, they said, bro, forget them, like we don't do that. And Michael, instead of doing what he loved to do, instead he did what he think other people would like. He did things to where other people would appreciate him on. He did things to fit in, and he missed out on what his possibility of what he could actually be good at, what he was actually put on this world for. That's obviously, I'm exaggerating or anything like that, but how many of y'all have the potential of being something great, have the potential to achieve something, but you're letting the opinions of others, you're letting the opinions of people that don't matter, who probably would never obtain the type of greatness you would ever attain, or don't even possess the ability that you have possessed, but you are willing to satisfy their opinions, willing to do whatever it takes to fit into your circle, not understanding that you can make your own circle, that you can dictate the terms, and you can add value to so many different people in their life, to the point to where they want to go and join and try to fit in with you, try to learn what you got going on. You guys got to break away from the people that aren't supportive. If they don't support you, if they not jiving with you, and they looking at the stuff that you interested in, and they calling you weird, and they calling you this and that, bro, you need to understand that that's not the niche, or that's not the people that you need to be messing with in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Guys, but back to my original point. It all starts with confidence. It all starts with, being willing to be judged. Being willing for people to form an opinion about you. And once you understand that whatever opinion you guys form against me or think about me, once I realize that it has no impact on my life, once I realize that it has no impact on whether or not I get to do the things that make me happy, then it doesn't really matter to me. I can't place it as a priority. And then you start getting more confident in yourself. You realize that, the worst thing you're going to do is not like me. The worst thing you're going to do is form an opinion about me. Well, then I got a choice to not mess with them, or put myself around them, or evolve them around my surroundings. And then once that happens, you get more confidence, and you realize that, bro, the thing that I fear, the failure, the rejection, the letdown and everything, it won't take away what actually brings me happiness. The worst that it can happen is no. Like, I get told no. But the one thing that I need you guys to grasp is it does not make your life any worse. You have nothing to lose. Go and approach her, bro. Your life is going to stay the same if you approach her or don't approach her. But if you do approach her and you get the outcome that you want, bro, you have an opportunity for your life to reach newer heights. I need you guys to go at, you might be not qualified. Yeah, your resume might be lacking a little bit. Yeah, you may not have experience, but apply. Put yourself out there, know what it means, or go through the failure and understand that, bro, I went and applied for that job. I went and applied for that position, and the worst that happened was they told me no. But my life didn't get better. I just didn't get the outcome I wanted. But if you guys place that as a higher priority, that fear of rejection, you guys are going to miss out a lot on life. You guys are going to become less confident, and you guys are going to get more comfortable just being stuck to yourself, not wanting to venture out, not wanting to go out there and put your best forward. Because on the other hand, if you do let that failure or that fear of rejection overcome you, you're going to be tossed to where you're just going to be stuck within your own self. You're not going to venture out. You're not going to want to be surrounded by people. And then you're just going to be let alone in your thoughts. And then when it's you and your thoughts, bro, I'm telling you, you guys can start thinking very lowly of yourself. You guys can start forming anxieties, start overthinking things, start thinking low of yourself. Understand, and the reason why you're thinking of that is because your abilities aren't being tested. Your abilities are atrophying. The day that you choose you choose to be comfortable instead of choosing to be uncomfortable, understand that you guys are going to get worse. You're not going to get better. You're not going to improve. A part of the self-improvement journey, a part of growing, is just being in uncomfortable situations. It's going to be uncomfortable going up and introducing yourself to those group of people and saying who you are and what you're about. It's going to be uncomfortable talking to that very pretty lady that you really attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just natural. It's going to be uncomfortable, bro. But you got to understand that it's never going to go away. The challenge is always going to be there. It's never going to go away unless you are willing to go through it, walk through the fire, and get on the other end of it and see your abilities. See what you need to work on. See that, oh man, it actually really wasn't that bad. I don't know why I was worked up about. See, some of you guys are worrying so much and having so much anxiety, and you guys get on the other end of it, you realize that there was nothing to ever worry about in the first place. I want you guys to understand that when you guys are growing, when you guys want to build up your confidence, when it comes to building up the confidence, there's no fancy tricks, there's no fancy ways of doing it. The only way you can do it is by putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, letting your abilities go up against resistance or opposition, letting your abilities go out on display, and understand that you may fail and you may be rejected, but understand that, oh, I see where I was at. Okay, let me get better and I'm gonna do this next time. Then you go try again. You notice you're starting to get a little bit better. You notice that when you first started playing against him one-on-one, he was cooking you at first. You had to realize that every time you went right, he was right there. And you understood that if I wanted to be better, if I wanted to overcome him, I gotta form that left hand. I gotta be able to drop him left. Once you started working on that left hand, once you realized that that was the key, and once you went up against him one-on-one again, you realized that, oh, the score wasn't as bad. I didn't get beat that bad that time. When I started going left, he didn't have nothing to show for me. He wasn't able to stop me like he normally do. Now I'm more of a complete player, and now I ain't got no fear of going up against any sort of opposition. I know my abilities, I know what I can do, and I have no reason. And the worst that can happen, say for example, if I do go up against you, I may lose. But if I work on myself, if I go through the fire, I'm willing to do that if I can come out a brand new man, a better man, a more improved man, a man that can attract value by giving out value. I become more valuable by going through those experiences, knowing what to do, what not to do. Okay, so if you guys want to build up your confidence, if you guys want to grow, you have to understand that a part of that process, you're going to be uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's a cliche saying. I know you heard it before, but it's very basic. I'm not saying nothing new. I'm just sitting here telling you, bro, that I'm going through the same exact thing, and I'm self-reflecting and knowing what I need to do. I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, bro, I just been comfortable. I ain't did nothing outside the box. I didn't do nothing where my heart started beating a little bit. I haven't done anything where I've been really challenged. I've been just sticking to the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Once I started getting abilities and started testing and trying things out, okay, cool. I've reached to a point, but now I'm to a point where I notice I'm not getting better and I'm not feeling the best about myself. So I'm here telling you guys, same thing that I need to do. We need to get more uncomfortable. We need to put ourselves in situations of what we don't like. We don't need to be in situations where we're always comfortable, where we're always to ourselves, where we don't have any sort of worry. It's okay to have worry. It's okay to have anxiety, but how do you address it? How do you tackle it? How do you manage it? That's what I think can make you as valuable as you can be. I think if you are able to manage that, if you can be able to walk through the fire, walk through the adversity, walk through the rejection, walk through the no's, understand that the worst is that they can tell me is no, and that if I get on the other side of it, it can leave me a potential or a possibility of limitless potential, bro. Oh, I'm down for that, for sure. And so that's what I want for you guys. That's what I want for me. And so that's all I got for y'all boys. If you guys want a consultation, if you guys want to know my advice, want to know my perspective on whatever life situation you are going through, or want any tips, make sure you book a consultation. Guys, I'm very accessible through Instagram. DM me or follow me at gi.josh with 2 H's. And that's all I got for y'all boys. Make sure you like and share the video. I'ma holla at y'all.